That movie sucked.
I kind of liked it.
Movie Night Crew Network.
My mind had trouble processing everything I saw. Chiron was among the crowd, but his relatives were almost nothing like him. They were centaurs with black Arabian stallion bodies, others with gold palomino coats, others with orange and white spots like paint horses. Some wore brightly colored t-shirts with dayglow letters that said, "Party Ponies, South Florida Chapter." Some were armed with bows, some with baseball bats, some with paintball guns. One had his face painted like a Comanche warrior and was waving a large orange styrofoam hand, making a big number 1. Another was bare-chested and painted entirely green. A third had googly-eye glasses with eyeballs bouncing around on slinky coils, and one of those baseball caps with soda can and straw attachments on either side. They exploded onto the deck with such ferocity and color that for a moment even Luke was stunned. I couldn't tell whether they had come to celebrate or attack. Welcome to Of the Eldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
I'm Taylor from Cabin 6.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13. And this week, we meet the super-duper party pony named Pinky.
Like
Crickets.
5 people left. 5 people left.
I had to. I'm sorry, I had to. It said party ponies.
That joke was for Zach and Zach alone.
It was for Zach. That was definitely a joke for Zach.
Is Zach a brony and I didn't know about that?
Yes, he is.
Oh, yes.
He's a big brony.
I was not aware of that.
He worked on, like, Doctor Who's something. My goodness.
He's done animation for stuff related to My Little Pony. Oh, that lovely voice you hear in the background is my twin, Ethan from Cabin 6.
Hello.
Ethan is the host of True Stories of a Tryhard, which I have been on. Charlie, have you been on?
Yes, they have.
Yeah. See, eventually podcasts sort of run together, and I'm like, don't remember who was on whose podcast. Like, I couldn't remember if Tina had been on Phantom's Gone Wrong or not. My brain.
She has not yet.
Exactly. So that's what got messed me up.
But the fun thing about my episode of True Stories of Tryhard is that I somehow brought mythology into it.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
This is my goal.
So, Ethan, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Anything else you want to share, as well as your pronouns?
Yeah, my pronouns are he, him, his. So, as far as, like, my podcast goes, it's kind of on a hiatus right now just because school is hectic as heck. So,
what, college is hard?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Especially for me, someone who studies computers. There's a lot of things that are happening right now. So,
do you graduate this year?
Next May.
Okay. You're another, yeah. Oh, wait, shoot, yeah, you're wait. Yeah, never mind. That makes sense.
Taylor doesn't even know what day it is.
Again?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine.
We're all fine here.
It takes another drink to get through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. This is a fucking day.
Okay, so yeah, True Stories is on a hiatus.
Yes, but
what's it about?
This is actually this. So that is it's my mental health podcast. I started back in the summer of 2019, right before my freshman year of college. I started because there aren't a lot of male identifying people in the podcasting world who like to talk about mental health, and I believe that's an important thing to address, not only for men, but any gender identity. So while, I'm a white man, like, this is the most overrepresented group of people in the entire world, but
not necessarily in the mental health community.
Not necessarily there, no.
Yeah. No, I've actually referred a couple of my kids over to you, just because, and the thing is like, I have some of my male students who struggle with that sort of thing. So the kids have searched it up and know about it. like, a lot of my male students, like, never feel like they can talk about that kind of stuff because of the stigma just around being a guy and having any feelings at all, let alone a mental health issue.
Men
Is it
having
both true?
feelings? What?
What the fuck
Ethan,
are
you have
those?
feelings?
Yeah, it's rare, I know. A man who has feelings?
I thought you were
Wow.
depressed. I didn't think
A
you had
person?
feelings.
A person with feelings? It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
No, it's
But-
not.
We are very happy to have you. Like I said, Ethan is like my twin. We have way too many things in common, including like her general backstories.
Yeah.
It's Ethan has like my family, but halved.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the second of 5 siblings, most of which are either black or mixed.
yeah, and like family members dealing with gender identity and being part of the
Yes.
queer community and all this
Yes.
other stuff. So
And you're both kids of Athena.
we did it.
Mm-hmm.
That was so weird. As soon as I
Nerds.
mentioned my siblings, one of my sisters texted me.
Wow.
It was like she knew.
Psychic.
And Charlie has brought us back
Oh
around
my
full
god!
circle.
My nephew drew Percy Jackson.
That's a
Oh my
beautiful
good-
thing.
Oh my goodness. That's
I got
That's
him
a-
the book.
It looks like the Viria picture.
It
So
does.
I got my that was really funny timing. I got my nephews the books for Christmas. So he's like really talented artist, as you guys could see. I'll post the picture on our Twitter when this episode comes out, but
Do it.
that made me so happy. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my back.
Do
that
it.
would be... I mean, I would love for you to do that. I doubt you actually will, because you're
I
a
support
teacher.
that.
Oh no, I can have tattoos.
Oh.
I have 2 tattoos.
Well, my girlfriend is an elementary education major, and apparently if you're teaching younger kids, you can't have tattoos.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it
know
just sort
why
of
that
depends on the
is.
district.
I don't
A
know.
lot of
She's
schools-
convinced that you can't... I don't know. She's
A lot of
convinced that you
schools are
can't
getting
do
away
that.
from it. A lot of
Okay.
schools are going away from it just because it's dumb.
Well, she wants to get them. She's going to get them in places that are covered up.
Yeah, I mean, my bigger one is on my shoulder. This one's pretty tame. It's relatively small. Oh, okay. Charlie is looking at me like I'm supposed to move on.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm enjoying the ride here, okay?
Um,
Well, what's
So-
the recap
so
of this
everyone-
chapter that you're...
so everyone,
you're
if
gonna-
you can't tell, I've had alcohol. So we're gonna play a fun game where Taylor tries to recap the chapter without a script.
Okay,
Boy,
what... Do you
good
even
luck with
remember
that.
what it is?
Well, yeah, I just read it like an hour ago. Also, look who happened to be my bookmark tonight.
You planned that. You planned it.
No, I didn't. Joe can tell you that it happened accidentally. It is Brooke as a centaur happened to be my bookmark for this chapter.
With
Oh
the,
my
well, you mentioned something about centaurs that you wanted us to, call you out on, so...
Oh,
The boobs, Taylor, the boobs.
There you go. There's some boobs for you.
Brooke is
They're
very
covered up by
lusty.
hearts, but you know.
She does. She very much is.
Everybody's about to die because Luke's an asshole. Percy is really good at getting him talking. It's very amusing.
Mm-hmm.
So Luke also almost kills Percy, which is always fun. I also love dying on a regular basis. But
Mentally,
we
it
get
happens
the-
more often than you think.
I know, right? It's great. My favorite part of this whole book happens where fucking ponies pop out of nowhere and shoot people in the face with arrows. I like the one
with punching bag arrows.
Well, Aureus
Yes, punching
gets
bag
hit with a
arrows.
regular arrow and fucking dies.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight through the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's not
The
as good
drama.
as the punching to the face arrow that Luke gets. God
Yeah,
bless.
frat bros actually do something good for once. Who knew?
Yeah. Paintball guns, probably not safe. We'll see later in the chapter where they think giving Tyson a paintball gun is a good idea. Sure, nothing bad will happen with that. Also, can they stop fat shaming Tyson? I get it. But he's also like one. So let him go. I get he's big. But
Yeah,
also, these are sentient horses, so...
There are several things in this chapter that have not aged well, and we will get there.
Yeah. I think we're in the Everglades at this point, but I don't know for sure, so that's why I'm not talking about the Everglades. Also, there's scary things in the Everglades. I don't want to talk about them. we find out that Chiron is coming back to camp, which is always a good idea, but we end with Percy confronting Chiron about the prophecy, and we get our first shot of Maury's book, where we find out that Kronos is in fact the father.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, right. I forgot that was a plot twist.
I made that exact sound when we got there as I was reading it to Joe sitting there.
That's amazing.
That's adorable.
This is in Joe and I's entire relationship noises. That's what happens when you live with someone. You just...
I mean, that's what Sienna and I do, so
yeah,
why not?
You just make noises and the other one will figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. Oh, I forgot that was a plot twist. I definitely have already talked about that. when we did the first book, I talked about Chiron.
Considering I forgot that you talked about it, there's a good chance other people forgot about it.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot it was like a plot twist.
Yeah. Okay, a couple things from Why the Fuck Are We? We're still in Miami. I think we're in the Everglades now, but we get no confirmation. And I don't want to talk about scary alligators. So, although...
Or pythons.
Yeah,
that because they take care of them.
Today was a conversation in class was about snacks. And how there was a snack loose in our building when I was doing my student teaching, and we were all scared that it was going to drop on our head because they like to crawl around the ceiling. So I've had my fill of snacks for the day.
I have a snack. It's a small snack.
I like snacks, as long as I can choose to be around them.
Yeah, it's a pet snack.
But I don't want to be around a surprise snack.
No, surprise snacks are not good.
If the snack came out of a ceiling and it landed on my head, the snack would be dead. It just would not end well for the snack.
That tracks.
Yeah. We get a couple like very niche one-off words in this that I want to reference. One being the steeplechase. Percy describes the horses jumping over the side of the cruise ship as a steeplechase. I always thought this was just like a track event.
That's what I thought it was.
Apparently it's also a horse racing event.
It's a horse race.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can thank Joe for this. Because I was just gonna mention that it was a track event, but he looked it up and he found out that it was actually is a horse racing event, but it's like essentially the same event but with horses.
But with Centaurs, it's both.
Yes, because
they're both.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, it's a circular track with hurdles essentially, but one of the hurdles is over water.
Yep.
Which is why the reference is made, because they are jumping into the water essentially. It's the same thing with the foot race in track. You're running around, regular hurdles, one with water. I only ever knew what steeplechase was because my friend in high school shattered his leg doing it. Hurdles terrify me because of that.
My dad did hurdles in high school. He did the 100 and 300 meter hurdles. He only did it for one season and never did it again.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That's
not fun. No.
Yeah, that's a no for me. This is like a classification of jump racing or national hunt racing, which is steeplechase, hurdle races collectively in the horse racing world. 50% of these happen in Great Britain and Ireland.
Because it originated in Ireland.
Yes. It originated in Ireland and obviously is named after like the steeple of a church. Woo. Yeah, so it varies around the world, but I did want to mention it because I legitimately thought it was only the foot race, but I was wrong.
Taylor was wrong about something.
So if you do a 3,000 meter steeplechase, like the foot race, you have 28 hurdles and 7 water jumps. 2,000 meters is 18 and 4, and because the water jump is not on the track oval, it is never a perfect 400 meter lap. I find that interesting. So, that's a steeplechase. I just wanted to bring it up because Joe found that. What a good boy he is. It's very helpful.
Love Joe.
Very good.
Yeah. Listeners, Joe will be on the show in 1, 2, 3 episodes to prove that he exists.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Well, I looked at him a couple days ago and I was like, you know what we have to watch soon? He was like, what? Sea of Monsters. He's like, okay. He is not concerned about this at all. Even though this is the same person who couldn't make it through Lightning Thief.
Are you gonna make him watch Lightning Thief again?
Yeah.
Good.
Sea of Monsters is just as bad, if not worse.
Oh, it's way worse.
No, it goes off the rails so much.
No,
so
I know,
bad.
I've seen it.
There are no rails.
I had never seen it until about 6 months ago, because I deliberately tried to avoid those movies after the first one completely ruined everything for me.
Sounds about right.
Though, I don't know if y'all have talked about this yet, we did get confirmation that the Disney Plus series is happening, and Rick Riordan is a producer.
Thank you. We really should have brought that up at the beginning of the episode.
We should have.
In our time, it is January 26th, which means we found out yesterday that everything was officially greenlit. And the fact that Disney Plus let Rick do the announcement too, the official announcement.
God, I love Rick.
Stan Uncle Rick.
I stan that man.
This could open so many doors. Hopefully they do Heroes of Olympus next once this is finished, but we will see.
Hopefully they'll do more than the first book. I think he's only said, we're only confirmed for the first book so far.
Sad.
Well, we'll see how it
depends
goes.
on reception, but
yeah,
I'm cautiously optimistic.
And then
Rick's
Netflix
more
has
involved
the
this
Kane
time.
Chronicles, so...
That's fine. I only care if Heroes of Olympus and Magnus Chase are licensed by Disney.
Poor Kane. Nobody cares.
I like
fine.
the Kane Chronicles just fine, but
I don't think it's Disney. It's not very Disney. Kane Chronicles, I don't think. I think
I don't think Magnus Chase is very Disney.
You'd be surprised.
We'll get there when we get there. We also get a throwaway line about a Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain.
Oh my god.
In this chapter. Oh, look at that! He died the day after my birthday.
Wow.
Yes, Taylor was born in 1914.
It's fine. So we've mentioned before, Rick really, really, really loves the Civil War.
He in fact has a boner for the Civil War. This is this thing.
This is correct. This is very much correct, as was evidenced by previous chapters with Clarice commanding a battleship of undead Confederate soldiers.
It's fine.
Everything.
It's just all of it.
There's just always references to the fucking Civil War.
Because he's an old white man. Old white men love two wars in American history.
He's an old man.
He used to be a history teacher.
Oh.
He was a teacher originally. So I give him a pass. Although as a history teacher, I hate war in general, so...
But I think it's funny that before I was like, why don't we check to see who this guy is? You thought he wasn't real.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like a fake name.
The funniest thing about him is that his wife's name is Fanny.
Good. Fanny Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Okay. So, he was governor of Maine? How exciting. But the most important thing, I guess, maybe...
Becca Eddowes, if you're out there, this guy was the governor of your state once upon a time.
Once, a long, long time ago. 1867 to 1871, to be exact. Wow, he has a really nice signature. I do like his signature.
He does, yes.
He does have the Medal of Honor, and he was a brigadier general by the end of the Civil War. He was at the Battle of Fredericksburg, which is the one that is being referenced here. Wait, no, just kidding. Well, he was at the Battle of Fredericksburg, but he was also at the Battles of Gettysburg. And he was part of the Battle of Little Round Top. Little Round Top is not far from me, as I sit in Pittsburgh. Gettysburg is maybe like 2-ish hours from me. For those of you not familiar with your American history, because A, you are not American, or B, you didn't listen ever, Gettysburg was considered the turning point of the Civil War, because that is the farthest north the Confederate Army ever gets, the southern part of Pennsylvania. So, he is part of the group that turns around Robert E. Lee's army and is eventually wounded during the Second Battle of Petersburg in 1864. And they promoted him to Brigadier General, thinking he was gonna die.
Ah.
It was supposed to be a deathbed promotion. That's what they call that.
Well.
He lived for another
Plot twist.
50 years. Literally 45 years more.
Oh my god.
So, yes, real deathbed. And he was one of those commanding the Union troops at the actual surrender ceremony with Robert E. Lee at Appomattox Courthouse. So it turns out he actually was pretty fucking important.
Yay!
And you thought he wasn't real.
I'm sorry, everyone. Also, I want to bring up that the term of office for the governor of Maine in the 1860s was 1 year. That means you had to vote for your governor every year.
That's very
Jeez.
tedious.
I really hope that's not how it works now, Maine. Please.
Looking at you,
Yeah,
man.
Mainers.
Oh, God. Okay, they do have term limits now. Yeah, it looks like they have normal 4-year term limits. So, good job, Maine. I'm glad you fixed that problem.
Well, it's been quite a while since he was in office, so I would hope they have at least some things fixed by now.
I don't know. One of these days, they're just going to rejoin Canada. It's fine.
I'm sad he's not in the popular culture. Like, Percy Jackson isn't down there. I'm sad. Just mentioned him, like, his full name, and he's just not on there. Rude.
My sister just texted me again that I've ruined my nephew's ability to sleep. They never want to stop reading at night. Thanks a lot.
That's a good achievement.
I'm proud of myself.
I see no problem with that.
Oh, she's happy that that's what they're doing and not playing video games all night. Especially considering the twins are 10 and Logan is 7, so. But children who are 5 have phones nowadays, so. My nephews don't, I want to clarify. But some people give their 5-year-olds phones.
Nope.
I disapprove of that very much.
Yeah. When you're looking at having children someday, listeners, if you don't have them and you want them, make sure your partner and you are in agreement about the technology with your young children sort of discussion. See, Joe and I are on the same page with this, but I feel like that could become a fight later if you're not on the same page. So, yeah, just a thing that we have to talk about as Gen Zers. It's fine.
I forget you're Gen Z too.
Technically. Charlie and I are in the 2 awkward years where it's like nobody wants to claim us. It's like the 97, 98, 99 kids that nobody fucking cares about.
We don't exist.
I'm just old Gen Z. I've owned that now.
I like
White
the term,
baby.
I like the term in-betweener.
For me or for y'all?
We're
For
tweens?
us.
Are you saying we're tweens?
Yes, we are. Okay, Charlie, we are reading a middle school book series. So.
We're tweens.
If you think about it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Charlie, I will let you talk about whatever you want to talk about next.
Okay, well, for this week's In Case You Missed It, but, let's start off with the Centaurs. Woo!
The reason we brought Ethan on this episode, when we were looking at the chapters for this book, this chapter either had to be Ethan or Tina. Like, it was, like, decided.
And Christina was like, yeah, I'll take the sirens. And so
here you are.
Ethan is gonna be the Centaur chapter.
To be honest, I don't even remember the reasoning.
Because
You'd
I
be
said
thirsty.
once upon a time that centaurs are sexy.
We scheduled this book way out too far in advance. I don't remember anything that happened last year.
I don't remember when that happened. I just remember that it happened, and then almost immediately, Charlie was like, "Hey, you
buddy,
want to come on for Sea of Monsters and talk about the party ponies?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's do that."
I mean, party ponies are just in general great, so...
Ethan was just getting very thirsty for, like, Chiron, and I'm like, wow.
Okay. I'm not thirsty for Chiron, I'm thirsty for Pierce Brosnan.
That's
That
He
fair.
can do no wrong.
That's fair. He does
Pierce
have...
Brosnan as a centaur.
Well, old Pierce Brosnan can do wrong.
Yes,
He
old Pierce Brosnan
like,
can.
aged a lot in, like, 10 years.
Yeah,
He
he
did,
was-
but he pulls it off well.
He was aging
my
really
opinion.
gracefully and then gained, like...
Just
a lot of
look
weight.
at Mamma Mia and then Mamma Mia 2, and you
Yeah.
notice that he's aged a lot. It's just...
He's still got really nice eyes, though. Like,
Yeah.
He does. And, like,
His-
his facial structure, in my opinion, is
Yeah,
one of
he
the
has
best
such...
out there.
He has very good jaw. A very good jawline. Like, it's... And he has, like, the nice salt and pepper gray.
Yes, he
Hmm.
does.
Huh.
See, Silver Fox Pierce Brosnan, doing
Yeah.
his best.
Oh, that's
So
a
yeah,
penis.
centaurs.
It is not a
Taylor.
penis. It threw me off. It's one of those statues where somebody put a leaf over the penis to make it less.
God, where's the statue?
I'm very confused. What is happening right
Okay.
now?
Where is the
Go
statue?
on the Centaur Wikipedia page and go to the very bottom where there's art pieces.
The very bottom. Okay.
Oh,
It's like
God,
above
what is
sea
that
also.
in front of his dick? That's a leaf?
It's a
That's
leaf.
a leaf, Charlie. It's a
Because-
fig leaf.
Just looks
Because
very
they
that's when
always
they
weird.
use-
censored penises in that back in the day.
Oh, they still do. So I learned a fun fact from one of my art history friends. You can tell how conservative the Pope is by how many fig leaves are in this one specific room in the Vatican. The more conservative the Pope, the less leaves are there because the more they had to cover up throughout the Vatican.
I believe we talked about this on that episode that Haley was on.
Yes, that was a very long
Yep.
time ago.
Oh boy.
So
is
you
I think
heard
something
Haley
that
might have
talk?
shared it. I think Haley mentioned it, but then I found out about it again from my friend who's getting her master's in art history. So, like, now I've heard it from multiple sources, and I'm like, the fuck?
This is true.
So-
It's just truth at this point.
And
Yeah.
considering that centaurs have horse dicks, that's quite a
Whoa.
few fig leaves you'd have to use there.
Oh, dear lord.
Those
Ah!
some dicks. Alright, so centaurs, also called hippocentaurs, because let's remember that in Greek, hippo means horse.
Well, now I'm thinking about that weird seahorse porn I saw 2 days ago.
No!
What the fuck is that?
Taylor!
I'm sorry, Taylor. You are in possession of a fetish that I have never heard of.
No, all I did was look up hippocampus animal. And a hippocampus in modern day is just the seahorse. And for
Yes.
some reason, the Florida Museum decided to post a picture of another seahorse impregnating another seahorse.
So she found porn,
You found seahorse porn. Lovely.
as one
I
does.
put it in the chat for you.
Oh god, what am I about to see?
I don't.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. That's how they do it. Okay. Okay.
And you have
I
to
don't
remember,
need to see that again.
it's sort of the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I'm
like
aware of how
it makes it-
seahorse mating works.
it just makes
Tangentially.
it. Yeah. Okay, Charlie, sorry. I had to bring it up again. Because I need more people to see it so that other people can be ruined like I've been
Listeners,
ruined.
don't look it up. Just stop. Just don't.
It's from the official Museum of Florida!
Okay. It's okay, because apparently, like, in nature, it's less frowned upon to see other animals having sex than it's for humans to be having sex. But that's a whole different discussion.
Okay.
I
Taylor
think
is
Taylor's
dead.
dead.
She's
It's
died.
It's fine,
so
I
yes.
made Joe look at it the other day too.
Oh god.
We all know that centaurs are humans. They have the waist up of humans, and then just that stuck where the neck piece is on a horse, and it's just that's a thing. How that works. I still
It
think
is
about
indeed a
how
thing.
a reverse centaur would work, and like
It's a human with a horse head.
no,
And
no,
neck.
it's a human. No, it's where the human head would go. You would have the front half of a horse.
No,
Well,
it'd
that
just be
sounds
the neck.
awful.
It'd just be the neck and the head, because humans take, like, the upper half of a human takes the neck part of a horse. So you just have the neck and the head of a horse. That's it.
No.
Yeah, I think technically
disagree.
Ethan's correct, but it's scarier to think about it if it's a horse with just human legs.
Also, centaurs are insects, because they have 6 limbs.
I like to forget about that fact, and then Charlie brings it up again.
It takes more than 6 legs to be an insect. You know that, right?
No, shh.
Oh no, I've had this whole argument about how, like, they need an exoskeleton and all sorts of shit.
Maybe they have exoskeletons.
That would be fucking cool if they did.
Somebody draw me a centaur
undefeatable
that
in
is
battle.
that is technically
Yeah,
an insect. Do it. I want this.
I think they also need to have 3, like, distinct body parts, too. So I think you might need one more animal in there.
Just put a goat head.
I don't
in
want
the
a
middle.
human centipede. This is
just
not what we're
throw-
doing here.
No, just do it. Go the chimera route and just put like a goat head in the middle of its back.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Fucking chimera.
Then they're insects.
Then they're
It's an
insects.
insect. All right. So centaurs. Oh, they have other names. There's centaur with a K. I assume that's a kentor. Don't like that.
Now I'm imagining Ken from Barbie as the upper half of a centaur.
Yes. Wait.
There we
Wait.
Oh,
I
no.
love that
I
so
activated
much.
Charlie's inner Barbie nerd. I am going to regret this now.
Okay. So there's this thing that my mom does sometimes with Barbies. And she calls it Frankensteining. When she takes the head of one and, like, swaps it and puts it on a different body. So now I'm just imagining if she did that with, like, a Ken doll and a Barbie horse.
Okay, guys, I'm about to share my screen with you.
No!
What are we about to see?
What am I seeing?
Oh.
I'm seeing...
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm
Centaur!
gonna put
It's
this.
here.
I'm gonna just copy this.
Oh, wait, that's what a
I'm just
reverse
gonna
centaur
throw it-
looks like. It's just
you
the
go.
legs and then a horse head. It has no arms.
No arms.
No R.
That's a reverse centaur.
I am gonna put this in the Discord.
Please do.
No context.
Yes.
Listeners, this is a plug for the Patreon. You can also get pictures of Kentar sent to you with no context on a Wednesday night.
Or pictures of Loaf the Spider Queen, as I did earlier today.
Or, like, the several pictures from Chalk Zone I've sent in the past, like,
Yes.
few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Which, actually, we watched Chalk Zone the other day.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, we envision Polyphemus as looking just exactly like the Cyclops from Chalk Zone. Same person, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He's even wearing
That
kilts.
tracks. You know, I'm down for that. I'm over Cyclops. Is it plural? How do you pronounce the plural of Cyclops?
Cyclopes.
Cyclopes, thank you. I'm tired of having Cyclopes be like cavemen. Let's give them some skirts. Or kilts, or however you want to put
Yeah.
Kilts are manly.
You know, kilts are
They
manly.
are.
This is true.
Yo,
it. But only if you wear them without underwear.
if you're a man, and you wear a kilt, you have my, like, full respect. Like,
I've never worn a kilt, but I'd very much like to.
yeah, I feel like more men
I
would rock
support
kilts.
you in a kilt. I support
I feel like more
Thank
men
you.
could rock dresses if they just...
No, like, okay, I had, like, it's not my original thought, but it makes a lot of sense to me. Men should be wearing more, like, skirt-oriented bottom halves, and women should wear pants.
Yeah,
Because
I know your line of thinking
Of
here.
certain things. Well,
Or we can
dicks
all
breathe
just
better,
wear
okay?
skirts.
either one's acceptable.
Yeah, like the female area also needs to breathe.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Charlie just says, no. No breathing.
No breathing allowed for anyone
I'm fine
ever.
here in my sweatpants. I'm good.
Okay, sorry. Kentar led us down a fun...
Oh my goodness. Okay, I just want to keep derailing this because this is fun. So, Kentar. I want to just call them Centaurs from now on.
Do it.
Dude, and you're cool.
Well, I mean, the Greek word is Kentauros. Is it supposed to be pronounced? It's, okay, so like...
Well, the Latin is Centaurus.
It also...
Yes.
Okay, so it says centaur, and then, yeah, the pronunciation still says centaur, but it also has a K here. I
I don't know what to make of this.
That's not helpful.
Here.
I like Centaur better.
You guys talk about it. I'm gonna go on a rabbit hole of Greek
Please do.
pronunciation.
Okay, so the
Have fun.
etymology is piercing bull. Makes sense, because, like, Tor means bull.
Yeah. Right.
Ooh, Ken means piercing.
Ken with earrings. Just give us Ken with earrings already.
No, that's the gayest Ken doll ever, is Earring Magic Ken. Go look it up.
That exists? Hold on.
If this exists.
If you want the actual pronunciation of the Greek word for centaur, it's Kentavros.
Okay.
Good to know.
There you
Oh
go.
So it
my
does have a
God.
hard K.
Am I right? Am I right, Ethan?
Charlie, you are more right than I thought you would be.
Taylor, Earring
Wow.
Magic Ken. It is the gayest Ken doll you will ever see.
I am getting definite... Yeah, that's definitely right.
Oh,
The hairstyle, the earring, the vest, the necklace, it all works.
yeah, exactly.
Wow. I didn't know I needed to go to the 90s.
Yes, you did.
Holy sh!
Yeah, you did. Congratulations. I was not alive.
I was like, you were negative years old.
Yes, I was.
We were
Y2K,
barely
baby.
alive.
I was alive.
I said we were barely alive.
Well, I'm barely alive now.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Fair. That is why we're all friends.
I like here that it says another possible etymology can be bull slayer. Once again, Ken means slayer then. Ken the vampire slayer.
I mean...
Anyway.
He
mean-
is slaying.
He is slaying it.
Earring
doll
Magic Ken
form.
definitely slays.
Yeah.
That is a true fact.
I
right
also
here.
sent that to the Discord.
Beautiful.
I
Lovely.
love this so much. This is the most chaotic episode. Okay.
You're welcome.
We are chaos.
Thank you so much. Oh, okay. I believe we talked about some of these characters before. So the Centaurs are usually born of Ixion and Nephili. And Nephili, once again, is the cloud nymph that looks just like Hera. She's a Hera clone.
Yeah, my favorite part of Greek mythology is two things giving birth to things that don't make any sense at all.
No, it doesn't. Ixion is just a dude, and then she's like a cloud person who looks like the goddess of everything. And then Centaurs. Yeah.
Or how
This
when
is-
Perseus chopped off Medusa's head, a Pegasus came out. Because that's how that works.
And a guy.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
just
Don't
and-
forget
and a
about
dude, but-
Chrysor.
a dude
Sorry,
with a sword.
but
He's
most
my
people know
favorite part of
Pegasus.
the story. Just this random dude that nobody talks about.
Chrysor, such an underrated
He was
boy.
born with a sword.
No wonder Medusa was so pissed off all the time. That must have been very painful.
She just had them in her neck.
Just
Oh god.
Chrysor is stabbing
Yikes.
her. Pegasus is like kicking with its hooves. Oh god.
I mean, my aunt carried twins for 9 months. I can only imagine if one of them was trying to stab her.
Here, let me ask
Oh
my
my
sister. Let's see if she has any
God.
opinions.
See, like, at least it makes more sense with, like, how Chiron was born, because I think it's something like, Kronos fucked, like, a horse, or no, he turned into a horse, then he fucked somebody. There was actually a horse involved. Yep, Kronos.
Okay, good.
Taking
That
the
makes
form
at
of a
least
horse.
somewhat more sense.
He impregnated a nymph. Yep. He's the only centaur who's not of this same line, so would he really be their cousin, though? That was
Not
the question that I
exactly.
have, because I don't think he's their cousin.
Not directly anyway, but it's more like a close friend that you say is your cousin.
Okay, so
You know
like,
what I mean?
let's see. So Nephili is like kind of like a child of Zeus because she was created by him.
Right.
There's like, I guess that'd be something like a cousin.
Well, Zeus and Kronos
Wait.
are half.
We're all cousins if we think
Zeus
too hard
and
about
Zeus
it.
and Chiron
Zeus and
are
Chiron are
half-brothers.
half brothers. Yes.
So Chiron is the uncle to all the centaurs. There we go.
Yes, I guess technically yes.
He's the uncle. He's not cousins.
cousin.
Okay.
He's uncle.
Uncle Chiron.
I can just imagine Chiron in like a Hawaiian shirt with sunscreen on his nose and a big floppy hat. Definitely vacation dad vibes there.
I feel
Uncle
like that's
Chiron,
something
just
that
vibing.
Dionysus would be like, you gotta wear this because you're on vacation. Then Chiron would be like,
Probably.
Have either of you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No.
I've seen a few episodes here and there.
Oh, then you won't get this very specific reference. For those of you
Sad.
who are listening, because I know there's many of you who've watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, think about Captain Holt when he was put into witness protection.
Okay.
They were forced to live in Florida, y'all.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Nobody should willingly go to Florida. Sorry for anybody who's listening who lives in Florida, but also,
Yeah,
you live
Austin
in Florida.
Kirk, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like, Austin, we love you a lot. But
Wait, I love this. So, apparently some of the Centaurs raised Dionysus.
Oh my
Party
god.
ponies! Yes.
The party ponies raised Dionysus. That makes a lot more sense now. That makes so much sense.
And then Hera was enraged and made them have ox horns.
Sad.
I think that'd be fun. You can
Or-
hang
no,
stuff
that's
off
actually
of it.
not sad.
You can hang like glow sticks off of them.
I was gonna say
like,
that then they would butt heads and it would be even more fun.
It would be, which they actually do in this chapter.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could like I'm saying you could decorate them. Like,
I want to be that kind of centaur.
Like, centaurs like carving their horns to make kind of like tattoos.
they would. It'd be like
I love
tramp
that.
stamps.
If a centaur got a tramp stamp, would it be on the human half or the horse half?
Both.
Because a tramp stamp is on the lower back.
Yeah.
There's
it's
both
like-
a human lower back and a horse lower back there. So, what do you do?
You just have a
That's
tattoo
the
that
Twitter
spans the
poll for this
entire back.
episode. This is the Twitter poll for this episode.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
It's like when oh god, what are the animals? It's like when you have to when a dog wears pants or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If a dog wore pants, would it wear it like on all four of its legs, just the back two?
It's
The
like
answer's
that.
the back too.
Except
Yeah, it is. This is correct.
well, I think it would be very hard to walk with it on all fours.
I mean, I've seen dogs wear booties, so I can imagine what they do if they wore pants.
All right, let's.
Joe
talk
and I
about
are
the-
getting a dog in August, and I'm going to try this out, y'all. I'm going to get pants
You're gonna
For
get
all
dog
four-
pants.
for all four legs and see if they can
You're gonna
walk.
have to special order those.
Yes, I will.
All right, let's talk about the Centaur Omaki, which is the Centaur War. I forgot this is a thing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's take a look at that.
They had a fight with
Let's see.
the Lapiths. Okay. Who were their cousins? Okay, these are the actual cousins.
Okay.
So the battle is caused by the Centaurs trying to carry off Hippodamia.
They're trying to carry
And-
off all of the women.
Well, specifically Hippodamia, and that's important because
Hey,
what is her name? It has horse in it. So,
Well,
She
look who
who-
she's
You know-
getting married to, Charlie.
fucking
Who is she in
Pirithous.
My favorite
Fucking-
boy.
Fucking Pirithous.
He got his butt glued to a rock.
Yep.
That's what
Taylor,
happens when you
please
try to
never
kidnap
do that
Persephone.
again.
Oh, I cancel her every time she does that.
I do it often.
But
Oh god.
But- Hippodamia is important because her name means she who masters horses.
So you
I'm sure the
started
Centaurs
saying
would love for them to master certain things about them.
yeah. You said master, and my brain went masturbating immediately.
No.
Yeah, that's where my brain went to.
Oh, I was gonna say she's on top when she fucks the horses. That's what I was trying to say.
That seems like logistically very hard to do.
Well, you gotta picture it now.
I am, and it's kind of hard to like
How does-
comprehend the logistics.
I'm just imagining a centaur on their back. Like, how...
Right, like that'd be like, yeah. There's no way that the centaur's not on top in this scenario. Just for logistical purposes.
Mentally,
alone.
she's on top. Physically, he is. Oh my
I
god.
don't like
No,
to
but
think
she's
about
like-
being fucked by a centaur.
Hey,
Taylor is
some
done.
people like their dicks really big, especially Hippodamia.
She masters them.
She
We
does.
haven't even read the end of it.
Oh god.
So they try to kidnap a bunch of women, a bunch of the Lapith women. Oh, fucking Theseus happened to be present.
Well,
And-
Pirithous was part of it.
Yeah, because they're besties.
He was there.
Um,
Yes.
And then they had a
You
battle.
sure it's not like Achilles and
Oh.
his lover? What's his name?
Patroclus?
Patroclus, yeah.
Yes, him. You sure
Love
that's
that.
not the case here?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't know if they're true lovers. I feel like they'd be like, yeah, like if you want a three-way, we can three-way. It's not gay. I feel like they're those kind of bros. I just hate
just say
Theseus.
no homo afterwards. It's fine.
I hate Theseus. I think
That's
he's
fair.
a no
That's
homo kind
completely
of
fair.
dude.
That tracks, actually. That does track.
He's such a dick. So, okay. Another Lapith hero, Canis, was there, and he's invulnerable to weapons. Love that.
Then how did he die? He had to die at some point.
He was beaten
Hold
into
on.
the earth
He
by
died in
centaurs.
old age.
They
Oh.
okay. They just beat him to death instead. So I guess he can get a concussion.
Yeah, I guess you can crush his skull in.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess his skin is impenetrable,
know.
but his brain is
Nobody
still
said anything about the bones.
his brain is still squishable.
He does not have an exoskeleton.
Unlike the centaurs. If they're truly insects.
They have exoskeletons. They definitely do. Yeah. I don't know why this thing exists, but that it's apparently that's a battle that happened. There's a long list of centaurs here, and I'm not going to read that because that goes on forever.
There
all
are quite
of
a few
them,
centaurs.
all of them have descriptions except for Chiron in
Which is
Balis,
sad.
Yeah.
who he was the friend of Heracles.
Well, Chiron probably has his own article, which it looks like he does.
Yeah, he does. Of course he does. He's
Yeah.
Chiron.
Well, so does
He's kind of the centaur.
so does Phallus.
Well, I mean, some of these guys are, like, important enough to have their own pages, but, like, it's just funny.
Folly or Phallus? Folly
Origin
or
of the
Phallus?
origin of the myth. So there's a theory that centaurs came out of the reaction of non-writing. I don't know. This is okay. Oh, okay. So because like the Lapiths were described as the inventors of horseback riding. Okay. Yeah. So like either you ride horses or you are a horseman.
Yes, the only two options.
The only
you ride a
two
horse,
options.
or you are a horseman.
Oh,
That's
I
we
want to
have.
be a horseman.
I support you being a horseman and wearing a kilt.
Thank you. I will be a horseman while wearing a kilt. That will happen.
So how would you wear a kilt as a horseman?
Over the back half. Duh.
Just had to ask. Okay, so we have female centaurs.
Centaurides.
Centaurides.
Centauruses.
Jeez,
Centauridae?
they're not mentioned for the most part, but like, oh, there's
Sad.
one. There is one named female centaur in all of mythology,
Helonemy.
and she was at the battle. Yo, love that for her. She's now my favorite character.
Are you wait? Helonemy, the one who commits suicide?
Yes,
No.
that one.
She commits
she's in a
suicide because her
Romeo and
husband's
Juliet.
her husband is killed, so she commits suicide.
Suicide.
No, I'm just gonna pretend that she didn't. She just like went off to be on her own. That's what
Okay.
she was just like. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend to like die here so I can leave because I don't really like any of the other centaurs. I just like my husband.
I mean, good for her. She knows.
That's fair. I mean, I feel like a lot of married couples feel that way. Like, they only like each other and don't really like anyone else.
I was gonna say she doesn't like her husband's friends. When you don't
Given
like
the
your
centaurs are party bros, that tracks. That very much tracks.
Oh my goodness, there's so much on this fucking page. Okay.
Yeah, we're only halfway down.
I know we have to talk about the heraldry. It's common in Europeans, of course, especially in British.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Because they love horses.
Is there a picture of a herald?
they're fucking horse boys.
Horse boys. Now, always refer to the British as horse boys. Jish, you a horse boy.
He is a horse boy.
The horse and his boy. I'm done.
Ethan.exe has stopped working.
Taylor
Please reboot.
Taylor EXE has stopped working like an hour ago.
Fair enough.
My brain. It's
dead.
I only say that because I had already been down far. I was like scrolling through and got to like modern day literature, and of course the Chronicles of Narnia is the first thing on here.
Right.
So and then the horse, yeah.
Wait,
It's fine. Even though the horse and his boy isn't a centaur, it's still what I thought.
Wait, there is Centaur Appreciation Day.
What day is that?
May 14th.
My mom's
14th.
birthday is Centaur Appreciation Day.
Good. Now we'll.
Your mom is a
You'll remember it.
centauress. Didn't you know?
Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it?
Are you a centaur?
I mean, leave that up to your discretion.
Shows the booty.
No, he's definitely a centaur. Can confirm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at that
Well,
ass.
the irony is that my mom grew up on a farm, and my grandparents owned horses for most of her life. So,
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's keep moving.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next thing, because we had so much with centaurs. Okay.
We
so
could talk about centaurs for an entire podcast. It's fun.
We could. So here's something I wanted to talk about. I've been holding off on this because I thought about it too late after the last book. But I wanted to compare Luke's sword and like Percy's sword to these medieval Japanese swords. Okay,
so that's why Masamune is here.
yes.
Okay.
Which one's it? I need to figure out what I'm talking about.
Which sword it is?
Yeah, because there's an evil sword and there's another.
Well, apparently there's a Masamune in the Harry S. Truman library that was given to him after World War II.
Interesting.
Love that.
Was it given willingly?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, man.
Well, I mean, considering what the United States did to Japan.
I went to.
Twice.
I gave you guys the wrong section. It's above that. It's under
What's
legends.
above that?
Legends.
Okay.
Just scroll up to the topish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I confused
Versus
myself
Swords by
because
all
I went down to
counts.
the wrong spot. Okay, so it's the legend of Masamune and Muramasa, who is his student. They have a challenge of who can make the better sword. And, of course, the student, Muramasa, makes an evil sword called 10,000 Cold Nights that cuts everything. The fish, the leaves, the air that blew on it.
The Juchi Yosama.
Yeah, I wasn't
I don't
gonna
know how to pronounce Japanese correctly.
I was gonna just not. Because...
I mean, I've watched anime, but I don't know how to pronounce Japanese.
I can pronounce that one, I cannot pronounce the other one.
Yeah. So Masamune's sword is called Tender Hands. And it only cuts the leaves. And it doesn't even cut the fish, apparently.
Wow. Shitty sword.
I mean, yeah. Well, the
or is it one of
point
those swords
is...
that only cuts those who deserve it? Is that the only thing?
That's what it... Yeah, it's that type of thing, where Muramasa's sword is like a bloodthirsty blade, and it wants to cut anything possible. And then Tender Hands is like... It only cuts, you know...
Oh,
what
as it does
needs to
not
be
cut... as it does not needlessly cut that which is innocent and undeserving. Okay, so it is like that.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. And I was just like... I was thinking about this when we, like, first saw Luke's sword, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's like this thing.
Yeah, Charlie literally brought it up to me last year.
Yeah, I did, in fact. Because he's got the sword that, it affects monsters and it affects mortals. So it's like, it's super evil, and then Percy's will go through mortals.
Yes.
So there you go. There's your connection. I thought that was really cool. And I have no idea if Rick knew about this.
I have a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
How do you picture Backbiter? Like, what does it look like to you?
Scary.
Scary.
Pointy. I picture of it having, like, multiple points.
I mean, I picture a Greek sword that's, like, bronze on one side and steel on the other.
No, I'm picturing something specific from Sword Art Online.
Oh no.
Just keep going with your life. I'll see if I can find it.
The reason I bring that up is because when I first read this book, as like a 9 to 11-year-old child, I thought there were literally 2 swords. Like, one sword was celestial bronze coming out of one side, and the other one was steel coming out of the other side.
Oh, like in Star Wars?
Yeah, like Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Oh god,
much.
I love that. I mean, it's definitely not what it is, but I love that.
That's what I thought when he said one side was steel and the other side was celestial bronze, because I am a Star Wars nerd. Listen,
those are my favorite type of lightsabers. I love those.
Fair.
Like this. This is what I always pictured growing up.
Oh dear God.
Like super evil.
That's a very pointy boy.
Yep.
I love Sword Art.
Has so many points.
I don't like it.
Why is it
very,
terrifying?
Very evil.
That is definitely very evil.
That is an evil blade.
Pointy.
I just picture it super, like thorns everywhere. I know that's not what it is, but that's what my brain goes to.
Love that. Alright. Last one we got here, because Chiron mentioned Omens for like 5 seconds. We gotta talk about Omen, or also called Portent. Love that. A phenomenon that is believed to foretell the future, often signifying an advent change. I'm pretty sure Chiron's talking about the bad kind.
Most likely.
Probably.
Omens.
If you want to know anything about, if you want to learn anything about omens, you can go read Harry Potter. Trelawney will tell you all about them. Tell me I'm wrong.
Omen of death.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Though Emma Thompson did do a fantastic job as Trelawney, there's no bones about that.
Okay, all I'm seeing on this page is like this picture, and there's a rainbow, and it's the Pan flag, but upside down. Anyway.
Okay,
Lovely.
You're looking at that, and I'm looking at the 2-headed baby, and then the
I don't wanna
one
think about
right next to it has 4 arms and 4 legs on one person.
Okay, how about fire and water raining from the sky?
Yeah, like the rainbow is the last thing on my mind with this picture.
The rainbow is the thing that catches my eye first, because I'm gay.
Taylor's bi. Or did you forget that?
There's just a lot happening.
Taylor is usually more focused on boobs or scary things.
How are you not confused by the kid has 4 legs?
I didn't look at it.
I'm confused by the kid with 2 heads. I didn't see the 4 legs at first.
Yeah, the 4 legs and 4 arms. That's honestly scarier to me than the 2 heads.
I didn't want to look at the scary things. I wanted to look at the nice rainbow.
All life is drained out of me.
That's just your existence, Taylor.
That is. Alright, so
You're not wrong.
Omens are not obvious. Include natural phenomena, ellipses, abnormal births, like the 4 legs and the 2 heads, I guess.
Yes.
Maybe.
Or some poor woman gave birth to General Grievous and didn't know it.
Shit. Hey, but then he would have a 2-sided lightsaber.
Yeah. So it's like, omens can be technically good or bad, but like...
Or, no, I meant 4 legs. Imagine how many legs...
I know what you meant, Taylor, and that's okay.
Wait,
as soon as I said it, I was like, no, I just mean like
that child
2
is an
on
insect.
each side.
The child is an insect.
No, it's a spider, because the child has
it's a
8
spider.
limbs.
Oh wait, it has... Okay, I didn't see the arms. I just saw the legs.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's an arachnid. I don't like it. That child is cancelled.
I think it would like to be cancelled. Do you see its face? It wants to die.
That facial expression does not exactly give me the attitude of I want to be here.
I would like to leave right now. Goodbye. Okay, so omens are interpreted by like divination, liver divination. Love that that's an example.
I wonder how much fun Trelawney would have with liver divination.
What
if I was getting really drunk and saying stupid shit? That would be not something I'd be down for.
Lecanomancy, which is divination using a dish of water. Libanomancy, which is...
That has something to do with... Oh, no.
It's incense and smoke. So it's about like the ashes. Okay, these are kind of cool.
And hepatoscopy?
It's
Hepatoscopy.
yeah, it's you observe the entrails of sheep. Polyphemus loves that one. Ooh, astrological omens. So like just fucking astrology. The Assyrians loved astrology.
Oh, like
Halley's circle then.
Like Halley's Comet, and the fact that Mark Twain both was born and died under Halley's Comet.
Man.
That is I want to know what's happening about that.
Both born and died.
What's going on with Samuel Clemens? Seriously.
Yeah, what is going on with him?
He's probably, like, mostly rotten in the ground. Well, he's definitely rotten.
He's probably just bones at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely just bones, unless somebody stole them, which is pretty likely.
It's likely. Okay, so
he's kind of a local legend from my dad's from, which is St. Louis.
Oh,
so.
yeah. That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll, in fact, do it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like just anywhere along the Mississippi's, like...
Yeah.
I bet Samuel Clemens was here.
Probably.
Okay, so of course...
He got around.
In Greece,
that's an
Bird.
understatement.
The omen, the oinos? Yeah, Greek. Is a carnivorous
Yeah, I'm not a demigod.
vulture.
I don't do Greek.
It's a prophetic bird.
I barely do English.
And, of course, lightning and thunder. Zeus is angry. Okay, so vulture is a symbol of
Cry of
Zeus.
a heron. Huh.
For some reason, I just thought about hobo signs.
What?
It's her naming things, and it made me think of hobo signs.
Okay.
Hobos would make signs for other hobos so that they knew where to beg.
That just brought up, like, an old memory of, like, an American Girl movie for me.
During the Great Depression, hobos would make markings in chalk certain places, and it had, like, a code, and if it was one sign, you knew you were about to get food. If it had another sign, you knew you'd get shot if you asked for food. So, in a way, they were omens.
I definitely learned this from Kit Kittredge.
I learned it from the fact that I'm teaching about it in 2 days.
I learned from my mom, who was an American history teacher for like 5 years.
I hate
U.S.
she stopped.
history.
I hate U.S. history. I hate it so
well,
much.
that's because, the U.S. Gross.
Wish me luck tomorrow as I try not to reveal the fact that I'm a socialist.
I mean, to be fair, most history isn't exactly great.
Yeah.
But
well,
ours
it's
is
his
not
story.
fun.
And men, they be gross. Sorry,
No,
Ethan.
see, we don't have as much fun.
No, that's valid.
As many
I'm
fun
disgusting.
stories.
I admit that.
We just don't have as many fun stories. Like, we don't have famous scientists who had pet moose. That was Tycho Brahe. He had a pet moose.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that about him.
Ethan's eyes just
He also
went
died.
wide.
He also died from a burst bladder because he refused to pee in public.
Public restrooms can be very scary.
Yeah.
So he sat through an entire opera, and then his bladder burst right before he got home.
Sad.
It's a way to die.
And that's okay. Let's get moving, because don't you guys have to be done at 8?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
I
also have to eat, which I have not done. So
you do.
You can eat while playing D&D. It's fine.
I can.
Okay, my eyes just went to blood rain. In ancient Rome. What? What?
Okay.
It doesn't rain blood where you are?
Apparently, it just rained blood in ancient Rome. I don't like this.
Interesting.
That sounds like the Christians were cursing them.
The first. There have been cases since the Iliad. Oh god. Don't like this.
It just makes me think of the Sea of Blood in Exodus.
Yeah.
Well,
where do you think the sea came from? It had to rain down from the heavens.
I know what it is. I grew up... I'm slowly getting more and more inebriated as we sit here. Just
That's
water.
Okay. You do you.
Basically, a lot of this involved cutting open animals and divination from that. But I love here how at the bottom
that didn't age well.
We have the comet y'all were talking about 5 seconds ago. So it's a Halley's Comet is a bad omen for King Harold II of England, but a good omen for William the Conqueror.
Man.
So So is it a good or a bad thing for Mark Twain?
Yes.
It is a neutral
It's good
thing.
because he was born, but it's bad because he died.
There you go. There you
He
go.
makes a good point.
I also just want to point out the whole thing about, like, the black cat here being an omen of bad luck. That's why black cats don't get adopted as much.
It is.
And it makes me very sad. I, like, fully plan to adopt a black cat as soon as I move out, eventually.
Well, my
I
black
need a
cat's an
black cat.
asshole, so...
I want
Some
a cat.
black cats are nice.
Jeter is an asshole.
I want a cat.
Sadness.
And I want it to be black. Then I can be a witch.
Are you gonna name it Salem?
No, Binks.
Fair. I didn't know if you were going for Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Hocus Pocus.
I mean, I could also just name it Luna. There's your Sailor Moon.
That seems more like you than the other two.
Ugh. So let's talk about this fucking chapter.
Yeah,
God.
let's go.
How
Let's
long
go,
have we
let's
been
go, let's
recording
go.
for? Oh, just over an hour. It's fine.
An hour and a half?
It's fine.
This is usual
okay.
for us.
Okay, so, Luke is monologuing. That's where we came back in.
Okay, but like Percy goats him, and this just makes me think of like the Draco Harry standoff in Chamber of Secrets. Scared,
Yep.
Potter, you wish. That's what this is. Except Percy is Draco, apparently.
I mean, to be fair, Harry isn't exactly the brightest bulb in the chandelier, so...
No,
What are you talking about? He's so smart.
Percy was
He would have been
so
Ravenclaw
smart.
if he was.
Percy was so smart last chapter. He's a smart boy, and he's smart this chapter too.
Percy has way more smart moments than Harry ever did.
Yes, Harry just gets help all the time.
He does.
Percy
Because
had
people feel
more.
like they owe it to him.
Percy had more smart moments in this book than
Harry did
Harry
in
did in
7
all
books.
7.
This is true.
This is correct, and you should shout it from the rooftops.
This is once again a Harry Potter slander podcast.
So we get a lovely view of a pure black Pegasus who
Yes!
apparently is swearing so much that Chiron would wash her muzzle out with saddle soap.
I love best Pegasus.
This is later retcon to not be a mare anymore, which
Okay.
makes me sad.
Oh, okay. Ethan.
Hmm.
Trans. He's trans.
Touche.
This is
Okay,
This is
I will
this
accept
is a
that.
trans
That's
boy.
not headcanon for me.
I
Alright, okay.
literally,
Trans-horse.
I
Gotcha.
literally made an edit of like the trans flag with just like a black Pegasus over it. So I'm just like, that's it. There you go.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
I support him.
So Percy's like, if I back down, or if Luke backs down, he seems weak. If he fights him, he can't find Clarice. So,
Annabeth can
either
figure out a
way,
plan.
Percy loses, but also wins at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if he backs down, he's going to go to Clarice. If he fights him, Percy's going to die. It's fine.
Well,
Percy's
Percy'll be
fine.
fine. Percy'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Percy
I
only
like
needs
the
help
fact-
to not die. That's all he needs help for.
Well, he's on the ocean and he has a pool. I think he'll be okay.
It's okay. Luke won't give Percy a shield, which is an asshole move. Apparently, we're supposed to
Fuck
bring our
him.
own equipment to a party that we weren't invited to. Okay, I guess on
Crashing
our...
a party, most people don't think of that.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a party till later.
Actually, they were dragged to this party. They
Yeah.
didn't make the decision to come to this part of the party.
True,
Yeah.
true. They were.
They just
Which
want to be
means- which-
introverts in the corner, playing with the dog.
Which makes the argument that they wouldn't have brought a shield because they didn't know they were coming to this party.
Fair.
Very
Very fair.
So Percy's mad that he didn't stay at camp because now he doesn't know how to fight.
He knows how to fight. He just is out of practice.
No, he literally says
I know.
he could have had more time to train and learn more.
Yeah, but it's
Yep.
like, he does know how to fight.
Yeah, but in comparison
Kind
to a
of.
guy who's been training for 8
Yeah.
years.
Percy's better.
So Percy gets sliced.
Just a little
the
bit.
ribs.
Just, you know.
Oh, good thing
Barely
there's
misses him.
that swimming pool.
Yeah.
See? He's fine.
He's fine. There's
He's
a swimming pool.
fine. He creates a funnel cloud and blasts it at Luke. And
Love that.
That's like me at the pool growing up. I would do that.
why did Percy get so far from the pool?
I don't know.
He should have.
He should have, like, made the water grab Luke so they could fight underwater.
That's just
That's a
called
big brain
drowning
move.
someone.
Yeah.
Hey, would you have been opposed to that?
No.
No, but that's just called drowning someone.
Luke can't breathe underwater. He'll be okay.
He'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No, Percy will be okay. Luke will not be okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So unfortunately, then Percy gets stabbed in the knee. Well,
Yeah.
it says his thigh, but I like to picture it like being that like area between like your knee and your thigh where like the joint is, like where.
Oh, no.
Taylor, the knee is the joint.
But there's like this like space in between your knee.
Yeah, I know
the
where
bottom
you're
of your
talking
thigh.
about. I have too much
Right?
knee pain. I don't like any of this.
Like, not on the actual joint, like right above it where you can sort of feel the hinge. The top of the
Oh,
hinge.
that part.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yes,
can
now
sort
I
of
know what you
feel
mean.
it.
Because as I feel my own knee, yes.
Yeah, it's like, you don't think about it until you're feeling your knee and you're like,
This is now a
If
4D
something were to stab me
podcast. You can feel the
feel the knee. Yeah, so anyhow, bad. Not good.
So Luke tries to make the bear guy eat Annabeth and Grover while Percy watches.
Mm-hmm.
He. Just love that. That's how he laughs. He. It's
It's like,
I was
man,
picturing more as a like
no.
what's his name? I forget. I'll figure it out.
in
Don't
what
worry
show?
about me.
What?
It's a movie.
Okay.
We're all dead here.
I'll figure
It's
it out
fine.
eventually.
He'll figure it out
After.
after we're done recording. It's fine.
When I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah. So he gets shot in the back of the goddamn head, and it comes out his mouth.
That is just like, it's such an image. I love it so much.
Like,
Yep.
fucking what? And so the Black Pegasus then knocks out fucking Agrius by kicking him in the head.
And then they
It's
both
so great.
die and turn into smoke.
It's great.
Poof.
I love it.
Gone.
Died. And now we get Party Ponies.
the Party Ponies South Florida chapter is here to save the day. In
Okay.
their brightly colored t-shirts.
There is
shirts
so
with
much.
Dayglow letters.
There is so much going on here. We have a number one hand. I want to know if that's also a weapon.
You can make anything
it's-
a weapon if you try hard enough.
That's very true. You can.
Maybe it's
I
not
think
actually
it's
made
just
of
a
styrofoam.
styrofoam hand.
No, it's made of celestial bronze.
Just
A celestial bronze giant finger looking like this.
Yeah, and then you like
You can poke
shove
someone's
it up
eye.
somebody's ass.
That finger's too big for anyone's ass. At least
Exactly.
mine.
That's why you
I can speak
die.
for anyone else's.
that's how you rip open their asshole. You just
Technically, the human anus could fit 2 raccoons in it and be okay.
I don't like that. That's the fact.
I
hate
don't like that you know that fact.
Ethan, have you tried this? How do you know this?
No, it was an internet rabbit hole that I got into. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god,
You might call it a raccoon hole.
God damn it.
I hate this.
Okay. Yes, there's googly eyes that are springy.
There's a guy painted entirely green.
The slinky oil guy also has the soda cannon straw hat.
Mhm.
Let's be honest, it's a beer hat.
Yes.
Oh.
We all know it's a beer.
It definitely is.
Well, maybe
but
it's
because
wine.
it's a kid's book,
Yeah.
they have to. Who drinks wine out of a can?
I'm just saying, because like Dionysus and Centaurs.
No, nobody drinks wine out of a can.
But they'll drink it out of a box.
That's not the
Actually,
same.
it's a bag in the box.
Whatever.
Technically, it's out of a bag then.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't drink alcohol. I don't know any of these things.
Hold
Oh.
on.
Luke is struggling.
Oh, well, I was wrong. There are wines that come in.
Ha!
Interesting. I've never had one or seen one in my life.
Nor have I, but apparently they exist.
Okay.
Oh, and then we got the arrow that has the boxing glove on the end. And okay. So that just reminds me of a comic book thing. Because I believe it's the comic book version of the Green Arrow, like, did that.
Yep. No, he did that.
He did that.
Multiple times.
And then for the TV show, they made him, like, too emo and too serious to ever do that. Makes me sad.
Because they went into a Batman show without actually having a Batman.
That's fair.
I want a boxing glove arrow on TV.
They didn't make him goofy. Okay, the Justice League animated series did have that.
Well, apparently that's what I'm putting on my list next.
There are several of them. I'll find the one that had the boxing glove arrow.
Good shit. Also paintball guns. Fucking love that.
Yes.
Okay. What celestial bronze paint? Just how do you
Probably
do
like
that?
mixed in with the paint.
I guess.
Like little flecks of it in there, sprinkle it in.
I hope that there's, I mean, like, if it's just
Celestial
as a paintball
bronze
gun,
bay.
if it's just a paintball gun, like, I mean, yes, that's helpful. It'll bruise them, but also, like, make it kill.
If you shoot them in
Make it
certain
kill.
places, it'll mess up your life.
Paintball gun and Luke's dick.
In the face,
Hey.
basically anywhere.
Yeah,
Shoot for the
yeah,
temple.
Always. That's the most sensitive part of the head.
It is. Okay. Attack. Luke says attack. It doesn't go well. Tyson is just slapping them over the side of the ship because he's life.
A big boy. He is a big, strong boy.
He is a very big boy.
I
I
love
love
him.
him. And that's when he gets hoisted on top of a centaur who tells him to go on a low-carb diet.
Okay. Tyson is tall and strong. Like,
He is muscular.
he's
He
muscular.
literally just pushed 6 people over the
Muscles
ship.
do weigh a bit.
They weigh more than fat.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Also, don't you need to have more carbs if you're, like, building muscle or something? Is that a thing?
You'd have more protein.
Protein? Okay. I don't know any of these things.
As probably the only one of the three of us who works out, that's how it goes.
Good to know. My mother works out. I do not.
I do too, and I'm offended.
I didn't know you did.
Yeah, I just don't talk about it.
Oh,
Taylor,
I've done,
are you
2
buff?
No.
Taylor is strong.
Yes.
I've just been carrying babies around my entire life, so you just naturally are
that's
Good.
valid.
good
I
at
carry
carrying around
pizzas.
40-pound people.
You do.
I carry
Depending
pizzas
on how
and I
many,
break
it
my
can
back.
be quite heavy. Sadness.
There's the Steeplechase reference.
Steeplechase, let's go! We
We have left. We are gone.
are just gone. We're just out of Miami.
We are very much gone.
We're in a
And
trailer park.
everybody is
All right.
having the time of their life.
Okay,
All right, Charlie, I have sent a picture of Green Arrow's boxing glove arrow in the Justice League animated series into the chat.
Oh. Where? Oh, wait. Did you mean on here?
Yeah, the Zoom chat.
Okay. I went to Discord mentally.
No, you physically went to Discord.
Listen. Oh,
I'm sure it's been a day.
it's been a
I
day.
love it.
Okay.
I love that so much.
So they're in a trailer park, and it's all horse trailers. And I love that.
Mhm.
That's where they live.
And
Yeah,
everything
doesn't that make sense?
everything strange washes up near Miami.
Centaur camp.
Yep.
Camp half horse.
Camp Half Horse!
I knew that was coming.
I had to.
I knew that was coming.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, I love it.
So
So we wash up. Chiron is very kind and saved them. So nice. And he planned for them to wash up near Miami because everything weird washes up in Miami.
yes, you know.
Mostly because it's Florida.
Also, he
Everything weird happens in Florida.
I love how he hacked their iris message. Like, I love that.
No, because, Iris probably gave him, a wiretap, essentially.
That's what it is. It's like, wait, we've been buds for centuries, you know? Like, she just let me see what was going on.
Yep.
It's fine. We just let Luke sail away. Oh no. Chiron's like, oh, well, you know what? You've been fucking stabbed in the leg.
It's a battle to fight another day, Percy. Like, this is not the final battle. We gotta wait a couple more books till we, defeat the big bad.
3 to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just.
The Centaurs are going to take us back to Half-Blood Hill.
And the Centaurs...
Where we know Clarice is going with the Golden Fleece.
The Centaurs don't like Dean Martin music. That's the important takeaway here.
To be fair, most people don't.
Yeah.
Most people that I've met, anyway.
Most people under the age of,
60, at least.
70. I was gonna say, my dad's in his 60s. He's not a Dean Martin fan. It's fine. We got a plan for the summer, and Mr. D and Chiron need to talk, and Percy puts together the fact that, hey, you would actually know Kronos. That's interesting. Whoa. And there's plans and blue projectiles. I don't know, there's a lot happening at this camp at once. I'm very confused.
Yeah. And also, the whole thing about, hey, maybe Percy's gonna be the hero, or maybe not. If he's not gonna be helpful, maybe they'll get rid of him.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because Kronos wants to
But
use
he's
the
just
hero.
a kid!
And life is a
But
nightmare?
he's just a kid!
I'm just a kid.
Life is a nightmare. Taylor LaForge has entered the chat. If any of you got that reference,
I couldn't
I'm
hear
happy.
you because I was still fixing my...
I said that you look like Geordie LaForge from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I'm sorry. No, not my...
Sadness.
Zach
Okay,
will
that's
get
fine.
it when he listens.
This
Okay.
episode is for you, Zach.
Only Zach.
Only Zach.
So here's the Civil War reference, because of course it had to happen. And...
His Uncle Rick has a freaking boner for the Civil War.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, because he was a history teacher.
Yeah.
And just a white man in his... A middle-aged white man.
As previously stated.
Yeah.
By me.
It's fine. We know. We're aware.
So heroes are very special because they come from two worlds, we'll cut between this
Luke's
and this.
weapon.
That's true. I feel like I'm thinking about the Spider-Man holding on to the two things at once, or the Captain America. Cut between
the
two
train.
things. Yeah.
No, Captain America holding the helicopter in one hand and the
side-
landing pad in the other.
Fucking...
Yeah. And Spider-Man
And
does
the
a similar
best
thing.
peck flex by Chris Evans in the entire world.
Oh, fucking Chris Evans.
That
Okay.
man,
What a yummy man.
you're absolutely right.
Yummy. Yum, 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 yum.
Not me and Taylor thirsting for Chris Evans.
It's fine. We're fine.
Though I
Everything's
will say Hemsworth is better than Evans, but that's a whole different conversation.
I can't ever decide on that, but yeah. Taylor is mad. Okay.
I've made Taylor mad. Things are about to happen that I did not want to happen.
Last important thing of the chapter. Percy apparently didn't know who Chiron's father was.
Well, yeah, because he never paid attention in class, because he has ADHD and was never medicated for it.
Imagine being Chiron and having to talk about his dad like he doesn't exist, when he was teaching.
Are you saying that only medicated kids pay attention in class, Ethan?
I'm saying it helps. This would help me.
See, you know how I paid attention in class? I drew on my
How?
iPad.
So you didn't pay attention in
No,
class?
I did, because I listened.
I played a lot of 2048 in high school.
I just had to do something else while I was listening, and then I made it
2048
easier.
and... See, you wouldn't do well in my class because I make the kids do shit all the time.
Well, guess you're the worst.
You wouldn't do well in the modern education world where we do more hands-on learning.
I mean, maybe I would
I actually like that more than what I grew
Yeah.
up with.
I might actually.
Yeah, no,
do better.
I was kidding. That's why we do more hands-on learning, so that kids who were like you, who would have to do something while passively listening, are actually just actively doing something. I'm having my kids do a simulation right now of the Great Depression. They're very mad at me for killing their imaginary children.
Okay then.
Are you doing like the game of life or something?
No, it's all like chance. Like, I have numbers up on the board, and they have to, like, choose which number, and then I switch to the screen, and they find out what happens to them. Some of them had to sell their baby. Some of them... Oh, baby...
That seems very illegal, but alright.
Well, baby farms were a thing, unfortunately.
God,
you would basically sell your child, and it would be adopted off to a farm where they would use it to do farm labor. Yeah, this was a prominent thing in the early 1900s. And then some of them got
Things I wish I did not know.
Their babies were murdered in the Bonus Army massacre. It's fine.
I did know about that.
Herbert Hoover was awful.
Oh, wait,
my plug is not
Herbert Hoover.
I think he's pretty canceled at this point.
My plug is not Herbert Hoover.
That was the last episode. We were like, we gotta kill Herbert Hoover. Go back in time, kill him.
No, all like 200...
Coolidge was pretty bad, too.
Yeah, but he didn't murder a bunch of veterans on the steps of the White House.
LBJ did in Vietnam, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's a...
So anyway, to plugs.
Okay, Ethan, what socials do you have to share with us, and is there anything you're enjoying right now that you want to share with everyone?
I am currently making my way through Game of Thrones for the first time. I'm almost done.
Oh dear.
I just started season 7 yesterday. As of right now, I'm on episode 3 because I was just watching it before I came to record. While also building a Lego Darth Vader helmet, which was my impulse purchase this weekend. So, I'll probably be done with that probably tomorrow. But, so most people at least know of Game of Thrones' existence. If you haven't, I'd recommend it. I know the last season wasn't the greatest.
Guess who didn't? Guess who purposely didn't watch the last season?
You.
I pretended
like
that season.
Arm.
I pretended like that season didn't exist and just stopped at the last episode of season 7.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm a completionist, and I'm going to hate myself.
I know what happens.
Don't say anything, please.
My plan was...
I avoided it for the past 3 years, but...
I won't.
My plan was to wait, 5 to 10 years after the hype died down, but, and then watch it.
The hype will never die.
Maybe.
The hype is dark and full of terrors.
But also, now that I've heard how things happen and how bad it was, I'm just like, no thanks. I'm good. Don't care anymore.
Okay, do you have any... fine. Do you have any socials you want to share with us? I don't want to rush you guys, but also you have somewhere else to be.
We have to go, and I have to eat.
I told Zach we'll be late.
Okay, good. At least he knows. You can follow me on Instagram at ethan.t.hulen. That's Hulen. You can follow me on Twitter, etphonehome. The O's are zeros, the E's are threes. And please check out my podcast, True Stories of a Tryhard, wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify. Podcast also has socials, is at True Stories Pod on both Twitter and Instagram. So that's all from me.
Everything shall be linked. Charlie, what's your plug?
My plug is Torchwood, because once again I've been watching all of the Doctor Who things, so I am also watching Torchwood at the same time, and that has been a fun time because I forgot how they swear. I forgot that they just blatantly say fuck a lot, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is television. All right, I'm here for it. Also, there's just, everybody is bi or pan. Everybody will fuck anything.
What did you expect when Jack Harkness was part of it?
Yeah, but okay, I thought it was just him, but basically everybody. I didn't realize
I knew it was definitely him, but I'd also heard things.
I didn't realize it was everybody. It's
John Barrowman at cons.
Yes.
Rocks heels and dresses more than I've
seen him twice.
And he also inspects people's kilts to make sure they're not wearing underwear.
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes me sad.
He does do that.
That makes me sad.
Well, with consent. It's not like he just...
Oh, okay. Adding the word consent in there, I'm not mad at him anymore.
Taylor, calm down.
I thought you were saying he's just coming up behind me.
No. No, it's a thing that he does in his social media. It's people consent, and they're like, hey, they're like, hey, can I look down there? I have to make sure you're wearing the kilt right.
Oh, okay. Then good job, John.
This is a good man. This is a nice man.
Yeah, I was about to be so sad if he was just, like, sexually harassing every man he meets in a kilt.
No.
It's consensual. Okay.
It was great because the first time I saw him at a con, he was with Eve Miles, who's also in Torchwood, and they were just reminiscing about things, and I'm like, I saw you on one episode of Doctor Who. Okay. It was fun.
I love them.
They're chaotic. I love it. It's great.
My plug today is specifically 2 episodes of Behind the Bastards. He did a 2-episode thing on Dr. Oz. Why would I bring this up? Well, fucking Dr. Oz is running for Senate in Pennsylvania. Guess where Dr. Oz is not from nor lives?
Pennsylvania.
It is only because of our prominence. We have a lot of electoral votes. We obviously lost some in the new redistricting. We still have a decent amount. And, obviously we have a pretty split state overall. So we've had 3 people join the race that are not from the fucking state. One of them is actually used to live here, but moved to Connecticut. So at least he has some sort of, living situation here. Dr. Oz went to school here. He went to UPenn, but that's it. Fucking leave our state alone. So that's why I'm plugging those episodes of of Behind the Bastards, so you can hear especially why I hate every ounce of his goddamn being.
Okay.
Despite the fact that he lies to people about health claims.
Oh, no, there's
despite
more.
The fact of that.
There's more than just that.
That's my main reason for hating him, but that's a whole different conversation entirely.
Oh no, that's part of why I hate him. It just piles on and on and on if you listen to those 2 episodes. It's never-ending shit.
Charlie, I sent you one of John Barrowman's kilt checks on Twitter.
I saw. I did in fact get a notification for that. This has been a fucking episode and a fucking time.
Yeah, we both need to go.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So
Goodbye.
Taylor, Ethan, get out of my fucking cabin.
You can follow the podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and at Of the Eldest Gods on Twitter. You can send an iris message to us through oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. You can follow me, Taylor, at Taylor from Cabin 6 on Instagram, and Historical Femme, spelled FEMME, on Twitter. Catch me on episodes of the Restricted Section, Hell from Elsewhere, and True Stories of a Tryhard.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, mainly Instagram and Tumblr. But on Twitter, I'm at GreenPixie123, which I'm not salty about. No, not at all. I also have an art Instagram that I sometimes use at GreenPixieDraws. I sometimes do the YouTube thing on my channel, Charlie Mack. That's MACK.
Our music was written by Nora Strauss-Riggs and recorded and edited by Ian Emmerich. You can find Nora at Kane_I, that's I as in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your pod. We are proud to be a part of the Movie Night Crew Network, which features the Movie Night Crew, join some friends as they react to some terrible, some meh, and some really great movies, and the Restricted Section, a chapter-by-chapter Harry Potter pod with lots of spoilers all the time.
What's up, potheads? We're the Restricted Section, a raunchy, rowdy, rambling, unabashedly pro-trans rights Harry Potter book club podcast hosted by a bunch of nihilistic millennial assholes who are desperately clinging to childhood fantasy as a way to escape the monotony of our 9-to-5 work culture and the inevitable extinction of the human race at our own hands. Isn't it wild that this book series was spontaneously created by the gods and has no actual author? The Restricted Section features a bunch of nerds with potty mouths rereading the Harry Potter series for what has to be like the 3rd to 20th time, and discussing the way the story and its themes have stayed with each and every one of us into our adulthood. We would love for you to join us every Wednesday wherever pods are cast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now, we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
That movie sucked. I kind of liked it.
Movie Night Crew Network.